Hello, my name is Angela Hamblin Kelly, and I'm the Executive Director of the Baptist Centers for Good Grief. As grief counselors, we look at grief as all of the thoughts and feelings that run around inside our minds and bodies after someone we love dies. We know that grief can be overwhelming and full of many changes. And even though we feel like we want to be fixed, we're not broken. We're grieving. So this next activity is good for adults or kids. So just grab a pen and some paper or crayons and paper, and let's listen as Hannah talks with us about feeling our grief.
Everyone has feelings. Children, teenagers, and adults. And there's no such thing as a good or a bad feeling. All feelings are okay to feel. Just like Angela shared, grief is all the thoughts and feelings that run around inside our bodies and minds after someone we love dies. When we grieve, our feelings can be really big. These big feelings can be felt in our bodies. Listening to our bodies can help us better understand our emotions and our grief. When we feel big emotions, our brain sends messages out to different parts of our body. For example, when we're feeling afraid, sometimes our brain sends a message to our stomach. Our stomach may receive the message, "We're afraid." The stomach then acts afraid, which may feel like butterflies floating around in our tummy. When we feel angry, our brain may send a message to our heart. When your heart feels angry, you may feel your heart pounding like a drum. Everyone feels emotions differently, and our bodies show emotions in their own way. Let's take some time to think about your grief and how it shows up in your body. Let's use symbols to represent some of the feelings you may feel in your grief. Tears will represent sad. We'll use butterflies for worried or nervous. Here's a sun to represent happy. Volcanoes for angry. Some Z's to represent tired. Band-aids for lonely. Hearts for loved. And question marks for confused. You may feel some of these feelings in more than one place in your body. On the other hand, you may not feel some of these feelings at all. However you feel is okay. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to feel. Our first symbol is a teardrop. This stands for sad. Take a moment and think about the last time you felt sad. Where did you feel that in your body? Some kids tell me that they feel sadness in their throat, their heart, or even their eyes. Butterflies represent feeling worried or nervous. This is a feeling that lots of people feel as part of their grief. Try to remember a time that you felt worried or nervous after your person died. Where in your body do you feel nervous or worried? Kids often feel this feeling in their stomachs or in their heads. Is this true for you? Do you feel these butterflies somewhere else in your body? It's fun to feel happy. We can still feel happy even when we're grieving someone who has died. This does not mean that we forgot our loved one or that we're done grieving. Grieving people feel happy sometimes too. When you feel happy, how does your body feel? Some kids tell me that they feel happy in their hearts, heads, or even in their mouths. Take a moment and think about where in your body that you would place a sun. Volcanoes stand for angry. We all feel angry sometimes. When you feel angry, where does it live in your body? It may live in your hands or in your feet. If anger lives in your hands and feet, you may feel like kicking or punching, and that's okay. We just need to remember not to hurt ourselves or anyone else when we feel angry. When we have volcanoes in our bodies, we can find safe places to let them erupt. We can stomp our feet outside. We can hit a pillow in our bed. Grieving someone you love is hard work. You may feel more tired after your special person died. Let's use some Z's to represent tired. When you feel tired, where do you feel it in your body? You may have placed a Z on your eyes, your heart, or your head. No matter where you feel tired in your body, it is important to give our bodies rest when we're grieving. After someone we love dies, we miss them a whole lot. We may feel lonely without our special person physically with us. Let's use these Band-Aids to represent lonely. Think about where loneliness lives in your body. Sometimes people feel lonely in their hearts or their heads when they think about their special person. We love our special person who died. That's why we feel grief. We can still feel love even when our special person isn't physically with us. We also have other people in our lives who love us very much. This can help us when we're grieving our special person. Where in your body do you feel love? Is it in your heart or somewhere else? When someone we love dies, we may have many questions, or there may be things we don't understand. Even adults feel confused when someone they love dies. Where do these question marks show up in your body when you feel confused? You may feel confused in your head and have lots of questions. You may even feel confused in your heart with a lot of different feelings. Thank you for taking the time with me to think about where your feelings live in your body. We know that it is helpful to do this activity to better understand our feelings. While grieving, our feelings may feel like a puzzle. Our bodies give us clues to help us understand these feelings. If we notice that we have butterflies in our stomachs, this is a clue that we're feeling worried or nervous. When we know how we feel, we can share our feelings with someone we trust. It is helpful to repeat this activity because our grief and where it lives in our bodies can change. Grab a trusted adult and talk with them about what you've learned. I bet you will even help them grieve better too.
Just like the tools in our toolboxes at home, we have to mindfully select the right tool, and we actually have to pick it up and use it when we need it. For example, the hammer doesn't work if I don't actually pick it up and actually use it. I hope you remember to listen to the messages your body sends about your feelings and share your feelings with someone you trust. Remember, you're not alone. Grief is real, big, better shared. We'll see you soon with another Coping Skills Toolbox segment. And remember, you can find our podcast, Grief is Real, Big, Better Shared, wherever you download your podcast. And you can learn more about us at www.baptistgriefcenters.org.
I'm Diane Brockmeyer, the CEO of MidAmerica Transplant, and we are honored to sponsor this episode of Grief is Real, Big, Better Shared. At MidAmerica Transplant, we have the privilege of working with families across southern Missouri and northeast Arkansas who choose to donate their loved ones' organs or tissues. While donation often brings families comfort, they are still heartbroken by their loss. We are proud to work with the Center for Good Grief and appreciate everything they are doing in the region to help bring healing to people who are coping with loss. Grief support is especially meaningful to me, as it was a tremendous help to my daughter, who lost her dad when she was 7 years old. 20 years later, she still recalls the positive, safe feelings she had with her grief support group. They understood her. MidAmerica Transplant is inspired by life and by the donor families who give transplant patients a second chance. For more information about becoming a donor, visit sayyesgivelife.org.